I kind of know what you're gonna say to this, but does the board and or the executive team always do what's best for the company, or do they tend to do what's best for their own personal interest?
Everybody is out there doing what's best for the company. Everybody has a fiduciary responsibility to do what's best for the company.
Hmm.
But the truth of the matter is that there are a lot of different ways to discern or ascertain what's best for the company. And everybody comes to that decision based on their own experiences. So, an investor who sits on the board is also thinking about his or her investment as they're thinking about what's best for the company. Here in the United States, it's also about, in a lot of ways, maximizing shareholder value. So an investor is thinking about it from that perspective. An independent board director who didn't make an investment is thinking about it from a different perspective.
Hmm.
Um, their interests are aligned with folks who maybe didn't make that kind of investment. They're not as personally attached to it. The management team is thinking about their equity compensation and their performance compensation and how what's best for the company might also impact them. But at
Right.
the end of the day, everybody is trying to do what's best for the company. I've not seen a situation where that is not the case. It's just that we all have different experiences and perspectives on what that is. Conflicts of interest are a problem when they um, provide an opportunity for an individual and not for the company, right? So when somebody profits in a secret manner or an unfair manner, in a way that really should have been advantageous for the company. So a lot of companies do have conflicts of interest, and they have what we call related party transactions, where they have to disclose those relationships. So if I run a company and I'm on a board and my company is also providing services to the company on which I sit on a board, I have to disclose that. And the other board members have to decide whether or not there's an appropriate business relationship there. So sometimes in early stage companies, you're just getting help from wherever you can get help. And that governance framework might not be as like tight as it will be in the future. And you
Right.
just kind of need to watch for that and make sure that you're disclosing that so that another investor doesn't get upset hearing that, you took their money and it went to another board member's company, right? Like you kind of have to be honest and be fair about that. But, you know, that I think is where earlier stage companies sometimes run into trouble.